It is early in the morning, and it is Early Mornings with Meri. It is about 4:39 in the morning. Yes, it is. But I'm here. I am here, and I'm ready to do some art. Yes, I am. So, I'm going to get started. If you watched my video that I put up this morning already, I did put up a video this morning. Last thing I did last night was coat this page, this Dirty Dozens page. I coated it with matte medium. I am going to make my zine this morning. Let me plug my phone in here. So I'm going to work on that, but I think too that I will start off doing a face, a fun face. I like doing these fun faces. And I was looking at some. Let's get this out of the way. Actually, let's just turn it upside down. Is that going to be too... No, that'll be fine. So I was looking at what I was going to do. Good morning to those who are waking up. I'm just waking up myself. Oh, but it's going to be a great day, isn't it? Fun faces are just... was a country magazine, and I painted out with white paint all these pages, and I've been painting fun faces, and they're just faces that you can do, not worrying about does it look like what you're doing. Just get in there, have some fun. And I've been having a lot of fun doing these faces. This is the one I did the other day. And let's see, I got a couple more in here. There's the English guy. Got the two little gals that I did in here. Right here. So, I was thinking I'm either going to do this one, which is Marlene Dietrich again, or this one, which is Millicent Fenwick. I love the character on this face. Hi, Galena. Good morning. I'm just figuring out what I want to do for my fun face this morning. Do I want to do this one or do I want to do this one? I love this profile, but maybe not at 4:30 in the morning. So I think I'll work on this one. And it's early, Galena. It's early in the morning. I'm just kind of getting a start here myself. I'm going to work on this side of the page. The profile one. This one, really? Really? Okay. All right. I'm up for it. I am up for it. What's this here? Oh, let's do it this way. All right, then. We will do this one. I'm going to have to do it on this side of the page because I want it connected. You like it? Isn't that cool? And you know what? Well, I was thinking I'd do it in black and white only. I'll have to think. Do I want to put color on it? I sketch it out usually in pen. Sketch it out with this. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. I'm just getting a start. Just getting a start. And I thought I'd start out with a fun face. And I think I will do this one. It's a little early in the morning for me to do these noses. Hi, Jody. 5:40. It is, then it's, you must be on the East Coast because it's 4:42 where I am. I'm in the central Nebraska. All right, I'm going to sit down. Who else is in here? Hi, Jody. Michelle, Galena, a couple other people just waking up, peeking in here. All right, I'm going to sit down. Hopefully I can catch you over here. Hi, let's see, Teresa. Good morning, Mary. And Galena and Michelle and Jody. Good morning, everybody. And you can tell I'm just waking up. All right. All right. So maybe I'll start with her shoulder here. The shoulder really defined. Look at this area, just like this. This area. So I think I'll start with that. I might have to paint some out here. I'm just trying to get a sense of how this is going to flow on my page. Just kind of like that. Hi, Heidi. Welcome. You have a very busy morning? Well, good morning. Thanks for peeking in. I was working on Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen last night. Having fun doing that. All right, so I'm just going to kind of bring it down that way. Maybe that's too much of a curve, like that. And then her neck area comes in here. There. In there. In here. See, I'm getting a sense of how this is going to look. I'll be painting all this out anyway. Okay, and then her hair comes this way. I might have to paint this out. I am getting a sense of it. Her chin comes this way. There's nothing like a challenge. There's nothing like a challenge early in the morning. Oh, a Dirty Dozen is an art prompt game where, like, Becky hosted it, and she has like a deck of cards, or some people write the prompts on sticks or whatever, and then they'll draw them. Like, here, let me reach up here and get them. These are the ones I used in my Friday Night Live last Friday night. These are a deck of cards that was gifted to me by Annie V, and they were created by Kyla Gibhan. And on the back of each one of these cards is an art prompt that says, like, journal with a permanent pen. Well, I got that. And then for prompt number 2, she might pull doodle. It was upside down. You ever try to read doodle upside down? Oh, it's early in the morning. Yeah. Use your favorite rubber stamp. Add a silhouette. And so Becky will go through and she will pull out 12 different prompts and read them off, and then we all work on them. Now, Becky's calling hers a Dirty Dozen because it's a play on the Pick 10s, if you know what the Pick 10s are. There you go. Yeah. So last night, what Becky did in her live stream was read off all of the art prompts, and we worked on them, but it was all a fall theme. Like, you use oranges and reds and golds and blacks and that. And then she worked on a back of a cereal box. It's kind of along with her challenge this month is to use it up. I worked on a poster board, and then we punched out 2.5-inch circles, and we're making artist trading coins. She has a swap going in her group. So that's kind of what that's all about. Don't you just love that swing? It's a lifesaver. At least it was for me. Oh, we're talking about Galena's little one. My 6-month-old decided it would be a great idea to wake me up at 3:30 for the second morning in a row. Better than an alarm clock, Galena. Oh, I'll bet she is a sweetheart. Mary, what type of a pen are you using? Is it waterproof? Yes. Let me show you. Let me show you the package. Here. Well, I'll show you the package for this. I get these at Walmart. This phone cord does not want to stay plugged in this morning. It is irritating me. I'll bet I've plugged this in 50 times already this morning. It's because I moved my phone around. This is a permanent marker. I get them at Walmart. And I get them right around in where they sell their ink pens, their Sharpie markers. But the Pen Plus Gear is a Walmart brand. And you get a package like this with 2 of them in there for 44 cents. And they're permanent markers. These are chisel tip markers. I like those too. There, let me pull that out. You can either get the marker with the just like a point, like a Sharpie, or you can get the chisel tip ones. So I use them quite a bit. I like them. They are permanent, and they go over, like I'm drawing on acrylic. This is acrylic paint. And they go over, when it's dry, like this is dry. These have been painted several days ago. When it's dry, it marks on them really good. It has a little bit of trouble when the paint is damp. So, but yeah, that's what that's all about. They're my favorite, especially because if I mess up the pen, like if I do draw through wet paint or, you know, I ruin it. Yeah, I've only lost 22 cents. And I like it. I just like them. I think they're a good value. I like using them. You're welcome. All right. I was doing her face here. Now I've got to leave room for her nose. I might have to repaint this. What am I feeling there? Actually, I'm kind of liking this. I took time to talk to you, and now I'm coming back to this, and I'm thinking it's not as bad as I thought it was. But I haven't put in the eyes yet. Haven't put in the forehead. I can always go back. See, her nose is going to come way out to here at least. All right. Here goes. Noses are not my strong point. I always goof it up. I think I got it too long now. But what I like is on this, I can always paint over this. I'm just kind of feeling my way through this. Here's her eyebrow. Her eyebrow is just a little line in there. And then her eye comes like this. It's got just a little shadow and comes maybe rounded like, of course, not that pronounced because her eye is closed. So I might need to whiten that line a little. And then she's got eyebrows like that, eyelashes like that. What a challenge! And just a little like that. And then her upper lip comes here. Like this. Oh, did Aunt Beck come in here? Good morning, Aunt Beck. Good morning, good morning. And Laura's here. Hi, Laura. Good morning, ladies. I was challenged to do this profile. So I'm doing it, but I don't know if I'm liking this or not. I'm always messing up on the nose. I think her nose might be a little bit too long, but I'm going to continue with it. This is just a fun face. Oh, why I'm so worried about it. Bring her chin. Kind of curves this way, and up. Well, see, over this way. She's got too much there. Too much of a chin. Well, uh-oh. Let's see here. What am I going to do? I'm going to get out the white paint here any minute now. That is a challenge. Now I'm debating whether I want to paint out her face, because I'll be cutting this out. This part I'll be cutting out. Aunt Beck was up herding the cats and figured she'd go ahead and get a cup of tea and join Meri. Well, Aunt Beck, I worked on my artist trading coins last night. Let's see, let's bring her hair down a little bit more and her ear down a little bit more. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. I'm going to play with this now. Sometimes if I just put my reference photo away and not worry about it and just play from this point on. Let's get my... I did the other morning after my live session, at least on one part of my craft paints, I went through and I turned them all upside down. And I do think I like working on them that way. I am going to pull out this brush. And I think I'm going to paint, because I'll be cutting this out. But I think if I smooth out some of these lines here, I'll be more of a happy camper. Ow. And this is a fun face. This isn't trying to, but I do like these different poses. They give you a challenge. You have to kind of think through them. I'm not sure this is my best, but who cares? Meri does. All right. So just kind of bring this around like this. And whoops, I'll be coming in and working on that nose a little more. Hi, Kim Marie. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kim Marie is an early riser, and Galena is has a 6-month-old alarm clock. I'll bet she's a sweetheart, Galena. I'll bet she's a sweetheart. Okay. I can live with that. Maybe her nose needs a little bit more work. I am going to make my zine art journal this morning out of my ballet. Let's get out this peachy pink. That's not peachy pink. Peachy pink, where are you at? I always pull that gold color. Warm beige, that will work. Can you tell it's 4:30 in the morning? I haven't had my coffee yet. I woke up. I set my alarm for 4 o'clock and I turned it off. And I woke up at 4:15 and I just stared into space. And it got to be about 4:20 and I said, I'm not going to get my coffee made. But I better get in there if I'm going to have my 4:30 live. I really didn't get live until about, it was just about 4:40 before I actually got in here doing anything. Okay, let's come in here. This is kind of, that's okay. If I can see the lines first, let's come in here. Yeah. Kind of paint these out a little. I'll be working on it. Don't worry about it so much, Mary. It's just a fun face. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. And once I get more lines in there and get it defined a little bit more, I think I got it. Ew, did I not shake that up? Ew. So Aunt Beck, are you here? What's on your plate today? Oh, I put my... What's on the plate today is what? Today's Thursday. You're getting ready to go back down to your house this weekend to work on it. I still think you and Scott might end up back in that house, as much work as you're putting in it. Yeah. I don't like this area here. Nose is this area of the face right in there is whether I'm doing a profile or doing the full face. That area of the face is always the challenge for me. Man, I don't like this. What is going on there? It's just not... All right. Let's come back in with some more of that blue. I think I'm back. Oh. Boy, I'll tell you, it looks different when you look at it through the camera. Sorry about that. It always waits until I'm concentrating, and then it drops me. YouTube, internet, stop it. I'm not sure I got it exactly yet. I'm going to have to do 100 profiles. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Treasure, good morning. You still have buffering? Maybe you need to go back out and come back in. Did you try that? Sometimes I have to completely... Aunt Beck was buffering last night, and I had to... Well, I'm on my phone. I shut my YouTube app completely off, and then I came back. Hi, 33rd Avenue. Good morning. Thanks, ladies, for coming back in. I'm off to kind of a rocky start this morning. Now, I think, what did I do with my pen? Actually, it should just be a very simple profile here. That's all we're really after. And it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to show you the reference photo again because I'm not really going for, does it look like it? I'm just going for, this is really a challenge. This is a challenge. And her ear comes here, and she has an eye there, or eyebrow there. And I almost drew that. There. I kind of like that. And then she's got, her hair comes down this way. I don't think I conquered the nose yet. I don't think so. But we're not going to worry about it. We might just have to flip to the next page here. And come this way and this way. And give it some dark lines like this. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Let me stand up and look through the camera again. Let me get my chat. Just came in and already buffering. Are you buffering? I'm sorry about that. Galena says, I should get back to drawing faces. I have a journal that I started like 4 years ago. Yes, get back to drawing those faces. They are... Now, something very simple like this can be a challenge. It can be a challenge. But I'm always, like I said, I'm always challenged by... Not the eyes so much. I think I have conquered the eyes, but the nose and the lip area, this part of the face, no matter what, whether I'm looking full face on, a profile, or like a silhouette, I think she's got too much of a pointy chin here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to kind of make this a very simple one, I think. Maybe bring some more lines down this way. And it's interesting how something as simple like this can be a real challenge. I'm not sure I conquered that. And I think I might just leave this, or I might paint it black. Now I'm thinking I might paint it black. I I'm still thinking. You know what I'm thinking I want to do? I want to set this aside. I'm happy with it, but I think I want to come back to it later. Sometimes I get too worried about things. I'm just going to set it aside and quit looking at it for a little bit. And this is the inside. I'm going to work on this. I want to get my zine done. I want to work on this. Let's put it this way. And I'm going to make, I got it upside down. I'm going to make a art journal zine out of this. And I'm just going to start out by folding it in half this way. And I'm going to just do this, not with the measuring out, just by folding it. I mean, I'm not going to draw lines to do that. I want to kind of get it folded as even as possible. This is that watercolor paper. What was it? 18 by 24, something like that. I'd have to go look at the exact measurements again. Get this. Should really clip it there. Okay, get that white paint back in there. I am off to a rocky start this morning, but that doesn't mean that the rest of the day has to be rocky. And of course, this is going to be the inside, so I'm not too worried about it. Give it a nice crease. And then we've got to fold it the other way. Thanks, ladies, for coming back in. Azure says, I love drawing faces, but I don't try to match anything realistic. Yeah, sometimes I think I try too hard even, and that's kind of my reasoning for that fun faces. But even then, you could see I was getting kind of, it's a fun face, Mary. Don't worry about it so much, but sometimes you can't help it. Now, I think I was looking at influential women, and I think my Florence Nightingale turned out a little bit better than my Amelia Earhart one. Boy, it's kind of hard to keep this all clipped here. I don't know if this will help or not. Help me, help me, help me. I don't want it to float away too far for me. Let me see if I can just clip this for a minute. There. Pretty thick paper. It's pretty thick paper, and then I've got a paint and collage layer on top of it. So it's not that easy to fold nice. I still think I got it a little bit crooked here, but I don't know if I can make it be good or not. Once you get these creases in here good, then if you work on this, you're set to go. I got it just a little bit, but I'm not sure that I can help that now. I got a little buckling in here. Yeah, it's just a teeny bit off there. All right, that's okay. It's going to be that way. Now, fold it. Yeah, it's going to be off. Fold it that way. Yeah, it's off quite a bit. I don't know if I can help it any. You guys are probably saying something to me, and I'm worried about my folding here. It's really thick. But that's kind of what makes this fun. I'm up for the challenges this morning. I'm up for the challenges. All right, I guess that came out pretty good. Now let's do the other side and see if I can get it without too much of a... Got a little bit of bend in here, a little bit of... But I'm not sure that I can totally... I'm going to bend it the other way just for fun. No, I guess I won't. It's not too bad. It might work itself out as I work with it. Oh, Laura's got to go. Aunt Beck's taking care of her kitties, and Laura's taking care of the doggies. Oh, you know what? We have, like Aunt Beck keeps saying, she can't adopt the entire neighborhood of cats, but we got a little black kitty that's a stray, and he's a fraidy cat. He won't let you come near him. And we've got a little orange kitty that my brother's named him Boots. But it rained here the other day, and I didn't get out there. I usually go out there and empty that water bowl. When I went to the Goodwill store the other day, I bought a great big old plastic red water bowl because I didn't like what was happening. The other one was sitting out there, and it just was kind of yucky, and no matter how hard I tried to wash it off, it still was yucky. And so I bought a fresh one, and I've been trying to keep fresh water for them. And I went out there the other day, and I put fresh water in there, and boy, I'll tell you, it did not take those cats long to find that fresh water. And that black cat, it is a thirsty kitty. I mean, I'll bet it sat there at that water bowl, and it had to be 2 or 3 minutes that it was drinking that water. And I just feel so sorry for them because, you know, where do they find their food? And I guess they find mice and you know, they probably know how to take care of themselves, but that cat was thirsty again. I'm going to get up and stand up to cut this here. Right from here to here. And I took pictures of it. I kind of like the zoom. Oh, there's 14 people in here. Good morning to folks who came in. I'm off to a rocky start this morning. This is a challenge morning. I'm making a zine. Don't want to cut myself this morning. I'm just going to do this a couple times. I have not changed my knife blade since I cut through that styrofoam. So this may not be the sharpest point. But I get more art done. Now I'm kind of waking up and getting into it now. But I get more art done in the mornings. There we go. I think I got it. I think I do. No, not quite. I might have to break that blade. Break that blade. Where's my pliers? Because I was cutting that styrofoam with this knife blade the other morning. Go on my notch. That back one. Hi, Life Mix. Bye, Kimmery. Did she go get ready for work? Kimmery works every day. She's running late. Thanks for stopping by. You just get a hold of this. I love these blades that have, can you see it has that little, no, you probably can't see. It's got a little crease there where you can just grab a hold of it with your pliers and you just break it off. And now you have another sharp point. You throw this away. I like those. And then you can buy replacements to fit in there. Now I think I'll have an easier time cutting this. Cut through it here. My cutting mat's under there. Sometimes you just have to work with it to get to where you want to be. It's not what is in there. What am I cutting through here? There we go. There we go. There we go. This is all on the inside anyway. That's like the blade I was trying to replace in my circle cutter. Yeah, I was so busy with my, I listened to you struggle with that circle cutter last night, but I really didn't see it. But I kind of like those blades, Aunt Beck, because, you know, why throw away a 4-inch blade when you could, they give you the ability to use them. Kind of crease this again here. Get this cutting mat out of the way now. I don't need it. Okay. Then you pull up like this. Crease it this way. And this way. Now I do think, see, it goes like that. I'm making an art journal zine, Life Mix. It's going to be it's going to be one of these. I've got my papers in here ready to go for this one. But it's really, I'm facing the challenges this morning. It's really a challenge with this large paper. And no matter what way you fold it, because you need this extra 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch for the spine, you're still going to have that these inner pages. You're still going to have those sticking out unless you cut them off. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. You just kind of have to work with it. They don't bother me too much. This is coming out pretty good. This is coming out pretty good. So here's the front of it. Where's my bone folder? I did put a matte sealer. I use Liquitex matte gel on this. Will you sew in the page before you tape it? I probably should this time. I didn't last time. Because you sew the pages in here and it'll be a lot easier. The thing about doing that, though, is that I'm going to use painty papers. And as long as we're talking about painty papers, this is from Jennifer. Are you the same Jennifer as Jennifer Yates Life Mix? I got painty papers from Jennifer Yates yesterday in the mail. What did I do with my scissors? They're hiding from me over here. So let's go ahead and open this. And then I can use the painty papers as... It's a large zine. It probably measures... What happened to my ruler now? Let's just measure it. It measures 6 by 9, which is a good measurement. 6 by 9. That's kind of like those envelopes that you get in the mail. Well, like this. See? So those pages will fit in there really good. The painty papers. And I probably should sew in the pages before I tape it. But since I'm probably still getting painty papers, I kind of want to wait until the end of the month to sew everything in. So maybe I should wait to tape that's what I'll do, rather than tape it all up tonight, or this morning, rather than go ahead and tape it, because these are falling pretty good. As much as I've struggled with it, I'm happy with it. It's just got, let me hold it up close. It's just got a little bit of overhang here, but that's good for me. Oh, you're not the same Jennifer? Okay. Well, Jennifer Yates sent me some painty papers, and I want to go ahead and open them here. I should get out my palette knife. But since I have my scissors in my hand, we'll use them. And I think what I'll do, because Michelle asked a good question, it will be easier to sew these pages in before I tape these edges. Because on my other one, and look at this, here's the thing too. These gals are upside down. These gals are right side up. Isn't that interesting? I might do something with these. It's these and these. And actually, I've only got 2 here. I wonder if I could refold this. Now I'm... Good point. If I refold this so that these are on the outside, kind of have to stretch it out here a little. And that one was just 2 will be on the inside. And then I'll have it like this, and I have to kind of shape it up again. It really fit better the other way, but maybe because I was... See, I got that just a little bit of overhang here. But maybe if I work with it. And that's why I taped it. Yeah, work with it a little. Those larger pieces of paper are really... Yeah, I like that better because I have more ladies on the outside. On the way I had it folded before, I only had 2 ladies. Now I've got all these. But these... And I opened this one up and it's fine. But this one's upside down and this one's upside down. I could make it a flip-flop book. I'm not sure I like that, but that's a good... When you're creating something like that, that's something to consider. And I did not consider that when I created my big dirty dozen. It might be interesting to make a pattern and figure out which ones, you know, number them and figure out which ones are which. And then when I glue my silhouettes down... Paper reminds me of a James Bond movie. And the thing, too, is I like these. See, and I like these. These 2 inner pages are going to be upside down. But I might just go ahead and maybe I'll put a painty paper over those and just let the border show through. But the next time I do a zine and do something that's going to have elements here, images here that need to make sense, I will figure out what page is going to be upside down to where I need to flip my page. So I will probably collage something over these. I'm not going to worry about it now. That's just it's a learning experience. This is only the second really large journal zine that I've made, and I don't make that many zines. But the more I make, the better I'm getting at them. So, there's that. Let's go ahead and finish opening the painty page. These came from Jennifer Yates. Yay, Jennifer. There are no mistakes. Becomes collector's items and still special. Thank you, 33rd. Look at these. I tell you, it amazes me every time when I get these papers. These are all done in metallic. Look at them. Oh, wow. And then the inside here are matte. This is a metallic and this is a matte. Oh, isn't this pretty? Oh. And then we go to the metallic again. Oh, look, and journal time here. Oh, wow. Oh, I love how she left the blank. See note above, Mary. A note. Each half lengthwise images have to print toward the center when you make the cut. Each half lengthwise. I have to figure this out. What? I'm stepping on a cord here or something. Let me read that again. Each half lengthwise. I'll go back to that. I want to finish this. Flip here these pages. Wow, look at this. Oh, she did such a beautiful job. Just beautiful. Jennifer, thank you. Oh, look, this is a music. It's got music in there. Can you see the music? Oh, wow. Yes, it's the music. Legato staccato. Legato staccato studies. I love it. I love these. I tell you, I don't know if I can measure up to what I'm getting. I'm still a baby with that jelly plate. And I look at what I've gotten and I'm going, these gals, they're beautiful. Look, she's got hashtags here. Love them. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I'll have to send her a thank you. But let me put these in here and then I'll go back and read. See, they'll fit fine. They'll fit fine, but I may have to think about splitting this right here and taping it here, because this is, and well, splitting it there, leave it split there, tape it on the, somehow in the inside so that I can have another place to put pages in here rather than tags. I'll have to think about that as I get, I'm not going to do anything more until, as far as taping or cutting or anything, until the swap is actually over with, to see how many painty papers I need to fit in here. But this is how it's going to go. And then this will be my scribble journal. Oh, I just love it. And I love that this is so thick, because I can, by the time I get more pages in here, you know, I can write on here really easy. So now I need to go back and figure out Aunt Beck's each half lengthwise. I got to read this again. A note: each half lengthwise images have to print toward the center, point toward the center where you make the cut. So let's open this up and see what that. So it would be these. Trying to figure out here how I had this again. Like this. I need to mark them. It's these. That's good. It's these. Well, now the way, oh, now this is up here. I got it upside down. This is good. This is good. It's these and these. Okay, now let me hold on to this. So it's these and these. So she's saying each half length. I'm thinking it out, Aunt Beck. These and these. So it's right here. If I open it up, you guys are probably getting tired of me folding this, opening and shut, open and shut, open and shut. That wasn't how I had it, because it doesn't. There it goes. Oh no, I'm back to the, this is like a Rubik's Cube. All right, I'll fool with this. I'll fool with it. There it goes. I'm going to have to mark them because I lose track. I lose track. It's these right here, and I think that's what you're saying, each half lengthwise. I think that's what you're saying. I'm trying to interpret that. Mary, I'd like to send you a few things, but I need your mailing address. How do I get that? Email me. After this is over with, I'm starting to put my contact information in the description, and I need to put that in there permanently. I just haven't done it. But after this video processes, or if you go to Tuesday mornings, I believe on either last Fridays or Tuesday mornings, if you look in the comments, I think it was last Tuesday morning, I wrote down my contact information in the comments because someone wanted my mailing address. So I don't put my mailing address out there, but I put my email address, the.meri.atelier@gmail.com. And if you just email me or message me on Facebook at Meridel Abrams, And I'll give you my mailing address price. But thank you. Thank you for thinking about me. Mary, put a Post-it note on it. I have the cheapy Post-it notes that I get at the dollar store, so I don't know how. All right, Post-it note. Mary, put a Post-it note on it. So it's these. This is good. It's these and these. So when I fold it out, let me fold it out again here. So it's these right here. All right, but I'm happy with it in the long run, and I think the more you use it, especially with this thicker paper, the more you use it and crease it and bend it and get it into shape, the better it is. In fact, well, it's just got a little overhang here, but I think it's better with the overhang than my other one is. I do think so. But I do think I will also wait before I tape it until like the end of August, and so that I know how many pages I'm going to be putting in here. On my other one, I knew I wanted 32 pages, but there's already 10 pages here, and I think this is like my 6th painted paper. I might have to do another zine. So I'm going to call that, as far as, I'm going to call it done as far as I'm going to go with it for right now. Let's put this band on it. Thank you, Heidi, for asking. I get so humbled with all this happy mail. I get so humbled with it. I kind of like that. I do. It's always a struggle at first, but after you set it down and work with it, open it up, close it up, it works. Okay. So how about working a little bit on Pierre? Let me get him out here. I put him over on the side here. Pierre. Here he is. And I need to gently, and where's my knife? Let's do a little surgery on him. I'm just going to use my, I could probably tear it. I'm going to be putting another layer on him. Probably should wet it. It would tear easier. Got a little. Good old Pierre's looking ragged. He sure is, but he's gonna be a good-looking guy when we get him all done. I think what I need to do, let's get my paintbrush, a clean paintbrush out, and let's kind of wet the creases in here. Maybe that will be easier to tear. Yes, much easier. Just like, okay, we're going to remove the cast now. Some of that is going to have to be I need to get it right up to my face to work on it. Get my hand out of the way. Let's get this excess. I need to get my tweezers out too, maybe. We're going to put another layer on him. Kind of interesting doing this. It's really kind of interesting. I kind of glued that up, but I think I can get it off if I just keep, yeah, it's going to come off. Some more wet in there. Laura says, and I'm gone again, the construction on our street, and they want to move my car. It's one thing after another, Laura. It's one thing after another. All righty. I think I'm happy with it. It's got a little bit of overlap there. Now this is the napkin that I was using. I think I was using this one. It was the back of a Jane Davenport. It's a nice soft one. So I think I want to put another layer on him, on his face, but I need to do the back of the neck too. So why don't I work on that first? And I'm going to do the zoom in. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in. And let's draw my square. Let's see, that might be a little, well, but you can see it good. See, look at him. He is getting old. I don't want to put too many more wrinkles up in there. And that's actually kind of on his forehead. Is that kind of peeling off there? I think when I wet it, it might be peeling a little. Maybe if I just kind of, I'm going to put another layer on. So this is new to me. Hi, Mark. Good morning. Can't stay. Off to work soon. Let's see. Let me just draw a square around here so that I know where I need to stay while I'm working on this, while I'm zoomed in. So I need to stay right in that little square there so that you can see what I'm doing. And I think I just used glue out of my glue pot here. So that's what I'm going to use again. And I have my brush that I washed out from last night. And I'm actually going to sit down here. I can't do this standing up. I'm more relaxed sitting down. Welcome to everybody who's come in. I've been working on Pierre and fooling with that zine, so I have not been following chat. Happy potatoes, Mark. Aunt Beth, you're silly. Kimberly, hi Kimberly, welcome. She says, hi Pierre. Mary. Oh, I read that. That's back. Oh, hi Megs. Good morning, Megs. Good to see you. Kind of scrolling back here in chat before I get... All right, I'm back to where Heidi asked me for an address. So I want to stay right in this little square here, and I'm just going to take a little bit here, and I'm going to work along his neck area. I don't need this much. Let me just kind of do a snipperoo here. Just kind of break it into longer pieces. Now I've got a nice crease there, but I'm thinking this can, of course I wet it, so it might just have to dry again. And by the time, then I'm going to repaint it. So I'm hoping this is not going to peel off on me. But I wet that napkin. I'll have to seal this after I'm done. I'm hoping that it's not going to peel on me is where I'm going with this. And so if I just kind of bring it down, he's got hair here in the neck area. I kind of want to bring that up a little. It's kind of... I painted his hair with silver acrylic inks, so it's stiff. And I kind of like it stiff for my doll. For somebody who's playing with a Ken doll, I don't know if I'd like it so much, or you know, a hair's being that stiff is like, oh, I got too much hair gel on it last night. I'm going to kind of lift this up so that I can work that napkin in there. This is what I'm doing here. And Azure was telling me that you can actually get needles. I was showing when I was very first doing this how those hairs, the head actually has those little tiny holes in there. And I could have pulled all that hair out and used a needle and put more in. But I would have to put that needle... I don't know. I'd have to, there's not a big work area in there. So we're just going to use it like this. This is my first attempt. So something like that is a challenge for Mary. I'm being challenged this morning. Let's get some glue in there. I think I used this glue. I can't remember what glue. Did I use my... No, I think I used... Come to think of it, I think I used my extreme glue. Let's go back, because this is awful wet and watery. Let's put the extreme glue on it. And I'm just doing the neck. I'm not doing the ears yet. I'm not sure about those ears. I might have to do those separately. Kind of stay within that little box, Mary. And I think I'll just come in right in here. I'm gonna let it overlap so that I can pull it off. And just kind of give him maybe some wrinkles in here. I mean, it isn't going to matter a whole lot. Oh, and I could paint. Aunt Beck sent me those hats. I want to paint one of those hats too. I don't know if I'll get that done this morning, but that'll be one of the next things that I want to do after we get done aging him. Where's this tiny brush? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, Pierre. He said, what are you doing to me? It makes me, you know, like when makeup artists on movies, when they age people. Maybe I should have gone and seen if I could find some videos of aging, the makeup artists aging people. I'll bet there's some out there. YouTube has everything. Probably some good doll making channels out there too that I'm not aware of. Maybe I'll do more dolls, more art dolls in the future. But this is a good first start. Now, got his ear here. I want to avoid his ear. Where's his ear? It's right here. So maybe I'll just kind of clip it. Because I can always go back in. Oh, see, I pulled that right off. When it's wet, that's tissue paper just is very, and it's gunking up on me there. Let's get that all off. Of course, where you don't want it to be, it's there, and where you want it, it's not. Oh. Oh, here's my brush again. Let's kind of smooth that out a little. That's left from the other day. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. Mark says, Meri, you move your box up in the frame and the school glue reactives. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, Mark. You move your box up so I'm in frame. Is that what you're saying? And the school glue reactivates when wet. Use Mod Podge. Oh, is that what you do? Well, this is that extreme glue, but it is school glue. I'll have to buy some Mod Podge, Mark. But that is maybe I'll get some Mod Podge before I do the second layer. Mark is telling me that the school glue reactivates when wet, which is very true because that's what I did to remove this area here. And I do think it took a little bit off. So maybe I will, I'll finish with this neck area here, and I'll go get some Mod Podge because I can get some at that liquidation place. Half price. Let me just kind of clip this off a little. But you guys see where I'm going with this. Let's pull this off. That's true, Mark. Everything you said I agree with because it was reactivating when I was using it to clip off the overhang here, and I wet this area up in there to get it off. I'll have to... Now I'm getting it all over my scissors. It's an experience. I'm not saying I'm doing everything right the first time, but you guys are giving me good tips. You're giving me good helps, and I appreciate it. I'm trying to listen to you. I like the idea of using the table napkin to add the wrinkles. I'm just kind of trying to trim off some of this excess here. This is what you want to do at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it is. Now, where's my paintbrush? I just kind of want to tap this all over my fingers here. Let's just kind of tap it down. So I did not know that that school glue would reactivate. So that was a learning experience for me. That was a learning experience. I'll have to remember that one. Get some of this off here. Right there. Mary, what are you doing to me? There. Okay, I think I'll just kind of let this dry. And I'll take off, let's see, today's what? Today's Thursday. I might take off this afternoon and run up there and see what else I can find on sale, what else is left. I'm sure that craft aisle is getting pretty sold out, but there might be some Mod Podge left, I hope. And I'll get some Mod Podge and we'll do another layer on him. So there's Pierre so far. You know what I could do? Let me go over there and get the hat. Let me get the hat. I'll paint the hat this morning because I want to get him done eventually. Aunt Beck was so kind as to send me, let me zoom out now because we're done. Ragged Pierre can't smile, so it's hard to determine how he will age. They go by smiling, so people tend to wrinkle, I lost my comment here, around the eyes and the mouth and get wobbly chin. That's a good point. He does have he's got a little grin. So maybe I could emphasize on my next layer. It's going to be interesting. Maybe I could emphasize, if I can point here. My paintbrush is broken there. Maybe I could emphasize this area right in here and right in there. And I'm thinking, see, this is where the napkin naturally, this crease here, that's as I was gluing it down, it creased there. But I'm going to leave it, but maybe put some wrinkle lines in here and bring them down a little. Because, you know, as you age, your skin loosens up. It's not as firm. But I'll have to put another layer. Yeah, we'll get him. This is an experience, you know. It's a good learning experience for a first time at altering a doll or altering aging a doll. I'm not unhappy with it. Now, Aunt Beck sent me 2 each of a large hat and she sent me a felt hat here. Oh, she sent me these. Oh, she sent me these. I won't paint. I'll leave these red. So if he wants to put on a red hat, he can be Go Big Red. I might put a big red in there for Nebraska Huskers. So I think Penelope would like him with a red hat on. I'm getting my hand in that. But I think I'll paint these in case he wants like a brown hat or maybe a straw hat. This one fits him quite nice. Maybe go like this. And this one is just a little bit smaller. I'm not sure this one really fits. So I'm going to paint this one this morning. And I've already got my finger on this glue back here. Wrinkling it up for sure. All right, Pierre, I'm going to set you aside before I pull that completely off. Let's go ahead and paint the hat. These I will not paint. These are too pretty to paint. So, and of course, these worked really good when I had the other face, but what a challenge it would have been to build that head. you know, but I do like the glasses on him. I love these glasses on him. I think they're so fun. So I might do something with this on another, maybe not Pierre, maybe Grandpa. So I might work with this yet, but that's down the road. I like the glasses on him. So we'll just leave all that in there. And I want to paint this. And what happened to the straw one? What did I do with it? It flew off. Here it is. Paint that. Put this aside, Mary, so you don't bump into it. Let's put the glue away before I spill it. Thank you guys for being patient with me on a Thursday morning. Now I go chill. Bye, bye, Pierre. Go chill. 33rd says. Alrighty. I'm going to move this a little this way. Get rid of my glue. I have, I think I'm going to go for the honey brown. Yeah, aren't those glasses something? Honey brown. And this I can, now I want to mix a little, maybe a little yellow with it. And I'm just going to mix it right here on my drop paper. We're just playing. I'm just playing. Gotta have fun. Yeah, I'll go get some Mod Podge today. And we'll revisit Pierre another day. Shall I use this same brush? It's just kind of like a crafty brush that's been around. Let's see. Well, that's about the color I want. Let's try it. I think I want some yellow. Oh. Yeah, I seem to get, when I do this art early in the morning or in the mornings, I seem to get a lot done. And I think I'm appreciating that. Of course, I got a lot done on Friday nights, but the only problem with that is Friday night only comes once a week. Early morning comes twice a week. Have to paint the inside too, but we'll get this first. Oh, Jen left. Life Mix left. Oh, no. She's got pneumonia. She's going back to bed. Oh, Jen, get well soon. I hate it when people get sick like that. We humans do not deserve all this crap that we have to put with the health issues. Get that paint kind of, well, I think I'm happy with it. Hi, Susan. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's Thursday morning. You only got one more work day this week. Good to see you in here. I've been off to kind of a rocky start this morning. You know what I'm going to do, though? Let's take one of these. Let me give it a paper towel. Talk about being to a rocky start. Well, cheap towels. I don't buy the expensive stuff. Let's put it here so you can see it just a little better, I think. Put it in my paint. How's that? I'm painting his hat, kind of a straw color. And actually, some of that red is kind of peeking through, and that's okay with me. I'm working on Papa Pierre, Susan. Time to get ready for work. Thanks for peeking in. Have a good day at work. I'll be thinking of you. I'm going to go get Mod Podge today. That's my goal for the day, is going and getting Mod Podge. Probably a stiffer brush. This is an old craft brush. I'm just kind of just smearing it on here. I'm kind of liking it. I am kind of liking it. More than kind of, I am liking it. He is going to be, I'm going to have to get a silk band to put around it. Now, I think I'll look at chat. Ruth, good morning. Thank you, folks, for coming in and saying good morning to me. That gets my day off to a good start. Even if you can't stay long, it's nice to see your face in the morning. Let's dry this off a little. There are benefits to being retired, I have to tell you. I don't envy you guys who have to get up at 6 o'clock and shower and take care of the dogs and the cats and the kids before you run off to work. That part of my life is over with. I never had the dogs and the cats and the kids, but that 6 o'clock in the morning stuff. Oh. Yep. Got a squeaky chair. I finally got some of that plastic at Menards, a floor to put on the floor underneath your chair. I finally got some of that, but my chair kind of, oh, come on, what did I do? Did I glue it down? Come on. Oh, Mary, you should have put wax paper down. Oh, it's coming up. I just need to be careful. I was trying to get it so you could see it. Mary's making a mess. Boy, I really did glue that down, didn't I? It's coming up. It's coming up. Let's tear it here. Yeah. I don't want to get it too wet. Aunt Becca's going, I gotta close my eyes. I'm liking it, though. I am liking it. There. This up. Yeah. I cut my fingernails, so I can't do much. There it goes. Alrighty. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try it. You don't want to see my room. You don't want to see. It's a disaster area. It was okay when I started this morning. All right. I'm going to paint on the inside here. The inside doesn't matter so much except for that red. I'm just trying to get rid of some of that red because we want it to be like a straw hat. And I don't think I need to paint the small one because that isn't going to fit his head anyway. I'll save that for another doll. What's going on with chat? Ruth said she's on vacation. What did I say? Oh, she's going to go start coffee. Yeah, I didn't have any coffee this morning. I'm ready for some coffee. I'll have some coffee afterwards. And I do think I was talking last Tuesday morning about maybe starting to go walking in the morning. I am seriously thinking about that. You know, after my chat, just put on those shoes. Of course, when it gets cooler, it's pretty cool here this morning. I don't know how it is where you're living, but it's actually, the mornings have been pretty cool lately. And Aunt Beck was saying the way her kitties are, did you say they're getting thick coats? I do think that maybe we're going to have an early fall. Have a nice big winter, I think. To winterize my car. Have it all checked out before it gets too cold. Yeah, I'm liking this. It's no longer a red hat. There we go. Now, I don't know if I can find modeling clay. I'm on the hunt for modeling clay. Janet had suggested that I put modeling clay around the body of that, around that ink bottle, instead of trying to cut that styrofoam. And I think that I am going to pursue that. And I only need a layer to shape it out because I want to eventually put pins in there. So I don't want an entire ball of modeling clay. I just want the layer to shape it into the round body of the pin cushion. And actually, I picked up some, I was at Dollar General yesterday, and I picked up some Play-Doh, but I was reading more about Play-Doh, about how to harden it, and they say that it will crack when it gets hard. So I might just use that Play-Doh for something else. Just maybe I'll model faces or something with it. There, I painted the red hats. It's no longer a red hat. I am getting stuff done this morning. Yay! Look at that. I might have to give it another coat when it dries. We're just going to set it aside and let it dry. My hands are all painty though. Okay, let's put the knife away. Let's put the bone folder away. Let's put the paint away. I went through the other day and turned my paint upside down. I do like it a lot better that way. Let's put that in the water. And I can save that. We'll put this aside. These probably need to go in the water. my scissors over here. Okay, moving on. Moving on. I think the other thing that I wanted to work on this morning was, I got out a few things. A face, Pierre. I opened the mail. I did the zine. Oh, I want to show you, if Aunt Beck, if you're still in here, let me go get them. I worked on the coins last night after we punched all those out, and I showed them in my video, but I'll get them out here because they're probably dry by now. I don't have enough fall embellishments, so and that one pack that I embellishments didn't have anything that I wanted. But maybe I'll look for some fall embellishments too. So I made little butterfly put behind my little paper dolls. Here's what they look like before I put the paper dolls on them. And I have about half like this and half with paper dolls. I think I might come in and outline along there. Let's see. Is this another zoom in a little? They're fun. I had so much fun doing this. And it wasn't until we got to that prompt where you could have the choice to add leaves or gold. That's where it started coming together for me. And then I had fun with it. This is a little dark in here. I had that black paint in there. I actually had some dark tissue paper in there too. So some of them are darker. But let me I have to laugh at my desk. No matter how hard I try to keep it neat and clean. So I did zoom in. Let's see, right in here. Right in there. Maybe I can stay in frame. I want to, I don't know, I might mess it up. I thought that maybe what I wanted to do was edge around these dolls just a little. Help them stand out. But I don't have any real fall embellishments. So maybe when I go get my Mod Podge today, I'll see if I can find something. I was at Dollar General yesterday, and they had leaves, but they were really big. I almost got them, and I thought, no, by the time I do 2.5 inch circles, they're not going to fit anymore. But it needs something else on here, maybe like a word or a pretty little charm, something on it. And then the back is just the poster board. I'll probably paint them out. But the way I understand it from chat last night is we only have to send one. So I'll choose one among the ones here that I'm doing. Maybe one that turned out halfway decent. And I think I went back and looked, and I think I only asked for 2 partners, so I'm going to have plenty to choose from. I lost track of what this here. Where does his foot go? Gets kind of hard to see this sometimes. Those aren't the best butterfly wings, but they'll do. They'll do. Let's do this little guy. Getting art done in the morning. I lost my chat. Table scatters. Oh, you mean like those foil, you call them table scatters, but I know what you mean. I wonder where, I suppose, I don't know if the liquidation store would have them, but I should be able to find them like at, we don't have a lot of party stores and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of, I don't know, would Walmart have those in their party aisle? I bet they would. Where they sell all their party table napkins. And I'll bet they have something. I'm going to have to hit Walmart today. Walmart's about the best we have. There. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And I like these black dots around here because it makes it feel like a coin. And actually what I should do, let's try it on this one. Maybe make a circle around here, kind of. Just kind of follow the outline, make it feel like a coin. I'm kind of liking that. So table scatters. Hi, Felicia. I didn't know you were in here, but you have a good day. I love it when you guys come in and say good morning. Even if you just have to peek your nose in and say, good morning, bye, I'm off. Thank you, 33rd. Everything I do has a touch of gold. That's right. It just seems like gold is my go-to color. Gold fixes everything. I kind of like the gold. I'm kind of liking that. Maybe, now I'm going to paint the back, but maybe I'll come back in and edge the, I'm not ready to do it here because I need to get out my chisel marker. But I'll edge it along here. But I'll paint, well, that one really doesn't need to be painted on the back. That one's pretty clean. I don't know how I can just kind of edge it in here. It's kind of like a picky little thing, but it does make a difference. I need my chisel. Where's my chisel marker? I think it would work better on that. We'll play with this one a little bit. Can't see what I'm doing. I'll have to paint it by the time I'm done with this, that's for sure. Because my pen keeps dropping off of the edge. That's okay. It's not as easy as it looks. I need to get out maybe an ink pad or something. Or I'm just playing. I'm not going to do that to all of these this morning. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's go back and add the circles here. I'm wanting a word. I'm wanting a word to put on it. Now I got that hello. I don't know if I want to put hello on all of them though. I got some word die cuts the last time I went to Hobby Lobby. I don't know if it has a good word to put on there. I wish we could make our own. I guess I need to get my puzzles home. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I counted, I think I have 35 of these, Aunt Beck. but they will make, I don't know if you put in the link to Tanya's journal, but I did watch her video. I'll go back and watch her video. Maybe I'll just go ahead and make me a little coin journal out of these, since I have so many of them. I don't think I'll sign up for any more partners, or maybe one more. Table scatters. I'm going to look for those. What time is it getting to be? 6:30. I've been on here for 2 hours. 6:38 here. 2 hours. Goes fast. These are pretty. I kind of like them just like they are. Maybe I need some. Oh, that's but I've got a lot here that I can do other things too, other than the little people. I ran out of little people. But I got a lot of them. I ran out of little people. Yeah, I went to the library yesterday. I went to the dollar store in our small town, the we have a Dollar General. And went to the post office. I had bills to mail and a package to mail. Somebody's going to get happy mail. Somebody's going to get happy mail. She told me it'd be there by Friday. Somebody very deserving. He's got a hat. Maybe I'll go to the big library today, where I go shopping at Walmart. They've got in the basement of that library, I should ask them if I could make a video and show it on my channel, because they've got what they call a maker center. It is so cool. And he gave me, the guy who runs it at that time, I don't know if he's still there, but he gave me a tour of it. And they've got a laser cutter, and you can go in, they've got a sewing machine and two 3D printers and a huge poster printer. And I asked him, I said, I mean, you could put a poster, make a poster. Am I frozen? Nope. I thought I was frozen there. As large as this 18 by 24 piece of watercolor paper you could print. And I said, how much would that cost? He said, 75 cents. Whoa! That would be cool to print. Now I'm getting ideas. Work up a zine like this, only don't cut it, but work it up like in Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen, and take it to there and have them print it like well, I imagine they use poster board, but they might just use a heavy paper. I'll have to find out. And that might be easier to fold into a nice journal than this watercolor paper. Now I'm getting ideas, just chattering to you. And I was wanting to know, when I'm going to have to kind of clean these up a little. When I was first talking to him, what I was interested in was the laser cutter, because I wanted to know if I could cut stencils on it. And he kind of hesitated because he said, well, he said you'd have to be sure you have acrylic. I mean, he wants pure acrylic, and I'm not sure I can find pure acrylic sheets. I never went back to I saw some the other day. Where did I see it? Hobby Lobby? And I was wondering if they would work. But since it's in the basement of the library, you know, he doesn't have a lot of ventilation, and he was worried about the fumes. I guess a laser cutter must give off some sort of fumes. He was worried about it, so he should know. That's what he told me. And they also have an electronic die cutter, one of those, what is it? I don't know if it's the scan, is it the scan and cut? I forget what it is, but they have one. They have all sorts of nice things there, but they're only open a couple hours every day, and I avoided it during the summer because of the kids and everything. You know, when you go in and work, you're in competition with all the young kids, and their computer area is well used. And I have a library card, but it's an out-of-town card. It's not my local library. I'm just playing. I'm just playing with these ATC coins. You can blame Aunt Beck for all of this. Ruth had to go. She works, but I thought she said she was taking a vacation day. Bye for now. Aunt Beck says, be right back. That's okay, you guys. Come and go as you wish. I don't expect you all to stay here all day and watch Meri play. I do get a lot done in the mornings. I'm awake now. I had to make myself get up at 4:30 this morning, or at 4. I wasn't ready to start my day. But I think if I do this enough weeks in a row, that I will naturally wake up. All righty. I am having fun. What else did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to work on my, I don't know if I'll get that done because it's getting kind of late. I wanted to work on my two-dimensional collage. But by the time I get these done, it'll probably be time to call it a day. Maybe I'll work on it for a video for tomorrow morning. I need to finish my lady, my fun face this morning. It was really too early in the morning to draw that profile. I'll have to revisit it when I'm a little bit sharper. Sometimes I have to set that stuff aside and come back to it. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm just not sure I want to ruin it anymore. And hello to everybody who's come in. Aunt Beck is back. She's got coffee. Your buses are going by there. You just printed quotes off. For your ATC coins, what are you going to use the quotes on? The coins or for something else? That's another thing I need to get. I could get me an inexpensive printer. I really do need one. But I keep saying, oh, I can go to the library and print it off. I need more gold paint. Kim Marie says, oh, you're back, Kim Marie. She says now she needs to run and get coffee. Too bad you can't just hand me a cup of coffee through the through the internet. Amazon's not that good yet. Let's just order our morning coffee. And I'll have a little drone reach through the window and hand it to me. Here's your hazelnut coffee, ma'am. That'll be $5.50. Probably be a lot more if they did it that way. I'm kind of liking these. With this, I'm liking putting the edge around here because it feels like the edge of a coin. Now I'll have to pick out the better ones to send for my swap. But I like doing that in your stream last night, Aunt Beck, because now, you know, now I don't have to say, oh, I have to do these yet to get them out. If I do them with you in your stream, then they're ready to go, or almost ready to go. So I really enjoyed your stream last night. It was a good stream. It's a good time. I like working on group projects where everybody's kind of working on the same thing. Those pick 10s. That's what makes them fun. And then to see what everybody does when they post their pictures, how everybody interprets the prompts. There's some good art out there, let me tell you. Got 2 more here. I ran out of Tim Holtz little people. I've got some big people. I've got some big ones. I want to use them up. This is part of Aunt Beck's Use It Up. I want to use up all these paper dolls. Maybe in my 2-dimensional collage book, I'll do a page of nothing but paper dolls. Tim Holtz paper dolls. And who knows, maybe I'll do some other paper dolls. Some Creeple people. I'm ready to start another section in that 2-dimensional collage, but I better hurry up if I want to get it done by the end of the month. I get sidetracked by faces and dirty dozens and zine art journals. And I'm working on my lunch bag project. I started that the other morning, started working on that again. I need to get that out. One more. Aw, he's cute. I put red shoes. I put red shoes on it. I'm a little bit frustrated with this one. I was trying to decide, and I don't know if you saw in my video where I was showing you that I soaked those fine liner nozzles in that Murphy's oil soap. I think that was a mistake, because I think I soaked 3 or 4 of them, and every one of them is giving me trouble now. So I think I kind of ruined them, the nozzles. The bottles are still good. I might write to them and ask them to, because I think Joggles used to sell just the nozzles, but I checked their site the other day and I couldn't find it. So I might have to write to them and say, where do I get just the nozzles? And they might say, you have to buy the entire bottle. So I don't know. But I think by putting them in that Murphy's oil soap and I let them soak overnight, I think it entirely softened any glue or whatever was holding them in, that little steel shank, the nozzle. I think it just completely loosened it up. And then when I take my pin in there and kind of clean out the nozzle, that action on that nozzle, I think just loosens it all up. And I think it kind of ruined them. Now I need to go back and maybe put some words on here, or maybe a little bling, a little flat bling, something on here for something. Okay, where's my cap? Oh, there's one hiding. Where's the cap? Here it is. One more. He was hiding. This one, this guy, his arms are behind his back. But he makes a good butterfly. This is a keeper one. I think I've thoroughly bored you guys by doing this, but oh well. Time for coffee. All right, so let's see what I've got done this morning. I started out by doing my fun face, and this isn't done. I'm still, that profile really challenged me. Let me zoom out. Hi, Joyce. You're waiting for glitter glue. I zoomed in. You're waiting for glitter glue to dry. So this was a challenge. Let me tell you, that profile, and I'm not sure I'm happy with it. But then again, it's a fun face. It's not meant to be a portrait. I might just leave it like it is and not mess with it anymore, and even leave this in here, because when I turn the page on that one, it can pick up the blue. So I might just leave that one alone, because I think this is a case of if I touch it, I'll overwork it and ruin it, make it worse. I'm not unhappy with it, but I'll tell you, those profiles are a challenge for me. I might do her again. So I got that done. I worked on the zine, and we worked on these. Did I do anything else? Oh, I showed the Happy Mail. I opened Happy Mail. What did I do with my Happy Mail? Did I put it in here? I opened the Happy Mail from Jen. Thank you, Jen Yates, for the beautiful Happy Mail. We'll put that right here like this. And kind of spread these coins out. Whoa. There. So that's what I did in, what, 2 hours? What time is it here? Let me look at the clock. Oh, it's almost 7 o'clock. 2.5 hours. 33rd says it's great as it is. Aunt Beck said she just signed the backs of all the ones that you did last night. I got to look at how yours turned out, Aunt Beck. Yeah, I think I'll just sign them, even if they're blotchy like that. Oh, Pierre, thank you. Yes, Pierre, we worked on Pierre. I got to get Mod Podge today. I'm off on a Mod Podge. Look, where's the ink bottle? I got the ink bottle here. What did I do with it? Here it is. Let's put him on the ink bottle. And I'm going to look for some modeling clay. Janet suggested just Crayola modeling clay. I got some Play-Doh, but I think as I was reading... this is a button. Let me tell you. I did a lot of needlework a few years ago, and I bought this card, and I got to find it. Here, let me hold it up there. Isn't that a beautiful button? I got a whole card of these, and I don't know how. This one worked itself loose. I was probably reaching in for something, embellishment, and it probably fell out. But I just love those buttons, and it's I want to call it an antique button. It's a probably 1930s or 40s. It's vintage more than antique. But I just think it's so pretty, and I've got a whole card of those. I should do some art with them. Button cards. I love it. I stepped on it. That's why I found it. But I'm going to look for some. I wonder if we have the same problem with modeling clay. Do any of you have any experience with Crayola modeling clay? The children's version, you know, a couple, what, $5 or so. The Play-Doh, I got Play-Doh yesterday at the Dollar General, and it is Play-Doh. It's the brand name Play-Doh. But I was reading on their website, and they say even if you let it dry out and hard, it will crack. Well, I'm going to do the first layer around here, you know, of the bottle. And I want it so the neck sticks out so that I can change his body if I want. So it'll just be a general layer, kind of like my fist around here. Because I still want to, I'm going to put cotton batting around that. Maybe not even as thick as my wrist, because we don't want him too thick. So that I can actually put pins in there. I'm kind of worried that I like the styrofoam because it would kind of hold those pins, but I don't think a hardened clay will. But the styrofoam's kind of hard to handle. So I'm back to the modeling clay. So we worked on Pierre. We did a zine. We opened the painting papers. Thank you, Jen. These are just beautiful. I worked on my coins and I did a face. Woohoo! Hi, Lisa. Lisa Elaine, welcome. Good morning, good morning. And you're just catching me, Lisa, as I'm getting ready to sign off. Look at these coins. Aren't those fun? Aren't those fun? I just had more fun doing these last night, Aunt Beck. Well, there's always the replay, Lisa. And I'm going to go back, and I always go back and read the replay anyway. Well, I'm training myself to get up early. It was kind of a struggle this morning, I have to tell you. But I think if I do it enough, 2 days a week, that I'll... Thank you, Joyce. I had some struggles with this face. I had some struggles with this, and I learned about this. But actually, when I did this was a Dirty Dozen. I was not thinking zine when I did this. But I'll probably just collage over this because these gals are upside down. So I'll leave the pretty edges and maybe put a napkin collage in there, a pretty napkin collage. So there's 2 pages where they're upside down. But I like this. So that's what we did this morning. It was a productive morning. Thank you to everybody who came in and said hello to me on your way to work or when you're running out the door. Aunt Beck's herding cats and Laura's herding dogs. So I'm going to call it a morning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. You have a great day. If you can, go make some art. The weekend's up. Bye.